Hey y'all, what's happening? It's your boy Sue from Sue's Brew Reviews, and today, shout out to my guy Caffeine Man. We are reviewing this biblical ass beer right here by Zony Mash, Zony Mash Brewing Company, Zony Mash Beer Project. My bad. They're a beer. They're a brewer from New Orleans, and yeah, my manager, my current manager who works at Tin Roof with me, actually used to work at Zony Mash, so that's kind of cool. This one's called Something Biblical. Um, it is described as a sour ale with pomegranate, hence the biblical nature, and the pomegranate art with the snake and the serpent in the background. That's pretty cool. But it's a sour ale, right, with pomegranate, apple. Okay, so pomegranate and apple. Yeah, so you see the serpent kind of with the apple right there. That's pretty cool. Really nice artwork. I love that. It looks like charcoal art with pomegranate, apple, vanilla. Okay, okay. So vanilla, that's pretty cool. Lactose. You gotta love lactose in a sour, and honey. So that's another biblical ingredient. Really cool combination of flavors. So pomegranate, apple, vanilla, lactose, and honey. This is 1 pint, and it is 6.5% alcohol by volume. The artwork is by T.S. Pugh, like Pepe Le Pew. All right, let's open this one up. This is one Lauren got me when we went to what the hell is that place called again? Oh, Total Wine and Liquor that opened up in Baton Rouge not too long ago. But yeah, I got my Tin Roof Wet Hot American Pilsner glass. Perfect size. Pretty cool. I just bought this glass from the brewery the other day. So I'm excited to drink my first beer in it. It's not a Pilsner though, so that's not quite fitting. But damn, that glass holds that whole can. Look at that. Very nice. Color, I think it might just be the light, or I might just be imagining things, but it does seem to have kind of like a pinkish hue to it. And once again, this could be because of the pink gamer lights I have going on. Who knows? Kind of orangish pink with the head's not very pronounced on it, I'd say, but it's very carbonated, man. You can't see that. Autofocus is I turn autofocus off for some reason, but it's very carbonated. You can see all the little bubbles floating to the surface. Very nice. All right, let's give it a smell. Wow. Okay. Wow. It's super effervescent. Fruity. Very tart smelling. It smells like man. Yeah, it really does smell like a white grape juice to me. I know there isn't like grapes in it, but I think like apple juice kind of lending it that flavor. It does have like an apple juice, white grape, like tart grape smell to it. I'm getting some of those the kind of like pomegranate notes as well. Okay, I've had enough sniffing. Let's try it. Cheers, y'all. Wow. Hmm. Okay. So the sour base it immediately makes me think of like Granny Smith apples. It's like a very tart, lip puckering apple taste up front. Pomegranate is kind of a muted flavor to me. Like when things are pomegranate flavored, they don't really um I don't know, pomegranate isn't like a very loud flavor. And that's just my opinion, man. But like pomegranate juice, like I've had pomegranate by itself. Um, it's got a little bit of tartness, and I don't really know how to describe pomegranate juice. Like as a flavor. It's just not very pronounced, I would say. It's very refreshing. Like, I love pomegranate juice. It's got a little bit of bitterness, a little bit of sourness. It's not sour, like a little pomegranate is like slightly bitter, um, slightly tart. Uh, but overall, it doesn't. I don't know. Pomegranate isn't that hardcore of a flavor, and it's hard for me to describe. It's hard for me to pick it out in this beer. Okay, but the vanilla is definitely there. It's kind of there in the aftertaste almost to like smooth it out a little. And the honey is adding like this a very subtle sweetness to it. But the biggest thing I can taste in this is that sour Granny Smith apple. That's really what I'm getting the most of. The pomegranate, I think, just kind of gives it a little bit of its color, maybe. Um, it's definitely giving more depth. In lactose, the mouthfeel is really nice. It's really smooth. Um, but overall, I think the apple is like the dominant flavor here. Um, and it's very refreshing. I really like the flavors they've got going on. I think it's super unique. I think it's a really cool mixture of stuff. A really cool infusion of flavor. I really like it. Hmm. Yeah, and I mean it does taste like pomegranate juice as well. But like I said, I would say the ratio of that is like 70% apple, 30% pomegranate. And it could even be less, like 20% pomegranate, but it's just to me like those two things, the pomegranate is totally in the background. But the vanilla isn't really there either. I'm not really getting a whole bunch of vanilla flavor. It's I mean it kind of rounds it out with like a little bit of sweetness, but it's not overpowering at all. It's just not a vanilla forward beer at all. Yeah, and the vanilla and honey kind of just get lost together. Ooh, on that sip, like at the very end, I had like a nice little sweet finish on it. That was pretty cool. Um, but they're not the stars of the show, obviously. The sour green apple is definitely the most upfront thing you'll notice. The vanilla and honey and lactose just kind of help round out these like the really tartness of that apple. And the pomegranate gives the apple a little bit more dimension too. Overall, it's a pretty good beer, I'd say. Wow, very very refreshing, very drinkable. Super. It's summery. It's very summery. This beer is very quaffable. I would heartily drink this one on a hot day for sure. Not a wintertime beer. That's okay. That doesn't matter. Um, but overall, what would I rate this one? Hmm. I think I'm thinking like a 7 out of 10. I think. Um, yeah, I like it a lot. The pomegranate is there, but it's not there to me. It's just mostly apple. The honey could also be a little bit more pronounced. Same with the vanilla, but overall, it's a pretty nice concoction they've got there at Zony Mash. So cheers to you. 7 out of 10. That's pretty good in my book. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna try to upload more regularly. Sorry I missed last week. Started a new job at the brewery, and honestly, it's kind of like being around beer so much at the brewery and like drinking it so much of it for free is kind of just like I wouldn't say killed my motivation to make beer review videos, but I'm just like surrounded by beer all the time at this point, and I get so much of it. Like I don't even have to buy beer anymore. But that's just because you know, I get 10 root beer for free all the time, like once a week at least. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of there's like not a lot of incentive for me to go out and buy like 6 packs anymore. But I'll try to because I don't want to just review 10 root beer. That's for sure. As much as I like it, because we do make good shit. Thankfully, we make good shit, and that's really cool. Is you know, being able to recommend people beers at the tap room, and they 9 times out of 10 they'll like it. They'll like something we have on tap, which is really cool. Because we don't make shit. That's for sure. We don't make no shit. But yeah, this beer is very good. Zony Mash, New Orleans, 7 out of 10. Thanks, y'all. Peace.